welcome back to RenTalksWhatever, where I talk about whatever I want. It's been a minute, has it? I guess going straight into it. Where have I been for the past 3 weeks now? To put it simply, I'm not really proud of the content I've been making. I feel as if I became like a very obnoxious person the more and more I did the podcast, and I just needed a couple some time to really think about what I wanted to do with the podcast, and even if I wanted to continue it, which by this episode you can tell I did, but again, I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's really not that important. I just thought it's better to give an explanation rather than just coming back like, "Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back. Can you guys tell?" But yeah, that's really it. How y'all been? How's everything going for everyone? My past few weeks it's been something. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything more. I don't think my dad would appreciate me just going out and just saying, everything that's been going on with the family. I think that would not be appreciated. My levels are a bit low. I don't know if that did anything. I mean, it looks better. I think that helped. I'll raise it during the edit. But, yeah, I'm back. That's all that matters. I didn't ask for any questions this week. I haven't checked the email in quite a bit, but I don't think there was any questions submitted anyways, so, yeah, why don't we go ahead and just get into, what I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about the first thing I want to talk about, Utopia. It finally released, and if you heard me in the podcast talk about it, you would know I wasn't the most excited for it, more than worried. And to be fair, I was worried for a reason. I was worried due to the fact that K-pop was a real single that Travis dropped. So you could probably guess why it immediately made me worried about this record. And it's not like I wanted it to be bad. It's not like I wanted it to be bad. It's just more of just the fact that, wow, K-pop was so bland and unoriginal that I cannot imagine Utopia just sounding way too far from this. And it ended up being my favorite trap album of the year. Either I finally snapped and trap has really gone that bad, or Utopia ended up being good. Utopia is a really, really good record. I want to spend the next 10 to 20 minutes just raving about how great this record is. Let me just pull up the track list real quick, because there's just so much I love from this record, man. There's so much that just sounds so good from this record, man. Honestly, I was eating good the entire time this record was playing. Hold on, let me go ahead and just pull up some songs from the record. Right when we start, we have a Hyena, which is such a great song. The entire album gives me this vibe, but this one especially, it feels like a mixture of Astroworld and Yeezus. Astroworld had a very, for lack of better terms, commercial sound. Well, Yeezus had this dark and this not dark, maybe gritty and rough and tough sound. It's a sound that you basically don't want your mother to hear. It's a sound that Julian in the school park would say it's incredible. And I love Yeezus. Yeezus is a great record. Utopia just sounds like the darker brother of him, you know? Or, as as someone I watched called it, Utopia is the dark twin of Asteroid. Is probably a better way to put it. They even have like their own like meltdown, but with Drake, it's even like their own sicko mode. That's a lot darker and has 3 beat changes. But yeah, like there are so many songs that I keep going back to. Like there's Hyena, which is just, it's just incredible. Modern Jam, which I did not meant that notification to happen. My bad. There's Modern Jam, which is such a it's such a groovy and fascinating song. Like Tizo Touchdown in like the second half, like I did not know he sounded like that. Like if I knew he sounded like that, I would probably listen to more of Tizo Touchdown, because that he sounded insane on that. Like what albums did Tizo Touchdown got? Let's go ahead and see. Nothing. He has like a bunch of singles. I guess I'm listening to those singles because I don't see an album. Dude, there's like so much that I love from this album. Like Theme with Cardi, dude. Like the dark voice Cardi, dude. That took me off guard. Like when I heard like dark voice Cardi, like I immediately thought it was like Lil Yachty or Future, and then the next morning, I find out that was Playboy Cardi this entire time, which is insane to me. Like, cause like when I got to that track, the features weren't shown at all. Like, oh wait, hold on. I gotta talk about it. I know. It's just like, oh my god. No, hold on. Like, listen to this. It sounds so nice, man. Like, this entire album just has this sound that it all just works, man. Like, there are a couple tracks I'm not too crazy of, like, Till Further Notice, the final track. I think it's kinda weak, if I'm not mistaken. Like, 21 Savage sounded really tacked on that track. Parasail, I'm not too big on. I haven't heard much from Young Lean, so maybe that's it. But also, I don't like Dave Chappelle, so that's definitely it. What else am I not big on? God's Country. I did not like God's Country. That's it. That's really it. The album is just that good. Like, good, man. What was I going to talk about on the album, man? The bar about White Gold and Eminem with car just passed by. The bar about White Gold and Eminem on Schizo, I think it's called, with Thug. That was great. I had so much fun like listening to that song, because it was just so. God, it's good to hear like good Thug, you know. It's good to hear like good Young Thug music, you know. We have, what else there is? Like, let's talk about the production on this record. Oh my god, like when I got to Hyena, I played. I know I gotta play like the build up to Hyena. Oh, hear this. Look. You hear that sound? Oh, I dropped my phone. You hear how that sounds, man? Like it sounds so nice, man. It sounds incredible. God, this sounds like an actual album. Like, I don't know, man. Like, trap has just been so uninteresting. Now, maybe when I finally got like a great record, it just seems like an incredible feat to me, you know? Oh god, what else is there to talk about? I just want to talk about this record forever, man. Like, Lost Forever, dude, Lost Forever. I forgot about that track. With West Side Gun. Oh my god, man. Like, that Alchemist production. Like, immediately when I heard it, I thought, oh, Alchemist. That's Alchemist. And it's like, dude, it sounds so great. It sounds so amazing. Like, oh my god, like, I almost lost it when I first heard that track, man. And then when I heard West Side Gun, like, the features were hidden at launch, so I did not know who was on what. When I heard West Side Gun, I almost lost it, dude. It blew my mind he was on this record. Like, I knew West Side... Like, it was crazy hearing Conway and West Side Gun on, like, the Donda record. But... Because, like... I wouldn't say Griselda's, like, that big. But, like, seeing West Side Gun on Lost Forever, it just makes me really happy to see, you know? Like... There's so much I love from this record, man. Like... Let me just name off my favorite tracks, just to show you how much I love. Hyena, Thank God, Martin Jam, My Eyes, Sirens, Meltdown, Fiend, I Know, Topia Twins, Circus Maximus, Schizo, Lost Forever, Love, and Telekinesis. That's like almost half the track. That's almost all the track list, man. Like, all those songs have been in rotation, man. And like, let me go to my on repeat on Spotify real quick, just to see how much have made to my on repeat. Hyena, Fiend. Okay, that's it. Bro, that's it. Oh my god. That was embarrassing. But just like, I love this record, man. I love this record so much. Like, if you could not already tell, go listen to this record. If you couldn't already tell, I'm recommending this record to you. Like a 9 out of 10, easy. Go listen to this record. I've been doing nothing but obsessing over how good Utopia ended up being. I love this record so much. I'm going to play it for the rest of my life. It's so great. I love it. Oh my god, man. I'm so happy. So there's a dog barking now. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I could probably like edit it out of the post. Let's go ahead and talk about this next topic I want to talk about. Alright, Lil Baby, this is like weeks old news, but it brings up a conversation that I want us to have. Lil Baby's ticket sales ended up being lower than expected. If you didn't hear the news, Lil Baby had to pull out of, I think, 10 cities? 10 cities. He had to pull out of 10 cities. And this one I don't think I've heard. So Kid Laroi has also been pulled as a supporting act, which is insane to me. Like, you want to keep Glorilla, Gloss Up, and Rilo Rodriguez up, but you don't want to put Kid Laroi up there. Like, no offense to any of those rappers, but like Kid Laroi is like way more bigger than them. But that's not the point. The point I wanted to talk about today is just like, I see a lot of people bring up the discussion of like whether or not Lil Baby is falling off, and let me just say this. Let's get the obvious out of the way, because this won't give my definitive answer away. I just think he thought he was I think he thought he was bigger than he really was, you know? Lil Baby isn't like a Kanye or he isn't a Kanye or Drake, and I think he thought he was, and ended up buying out bigger stadiums that he couldn't fill because his audience isn't as big as he thought it was going to be. However, there's a huge however. I think this is a sign that things are starting to go a little bit down for Lil Baby. And I'm not saying like, his tickets, he didn't sell 1 million tickets, he only sold 90,000 tickets. Wait, that's 900,000 tickets. And I don't think that's the big kicker, more than the fact that this conversation's even coming up. And just to quickly talk on my thoughts on Lil Baby real quick. I like Lil Baby as a feature artist. As a normal artist, I think his albums are a bit whatever. Like, they're very samey. Like, he does a lot of, like, the same raps, you know? Like, if you heard one Lil Baby song, you've heard the other. And it's, a lot of the time, isn't very good. A lot of the times, it's very messy and whatever. It's messy, it's bland, it's not interesting at the slightest. Like, there are so many, like, examples of this. But I can't remember any of them because that's how memorable Lil Baby is. I hope that joke made you laugh. But in all seriousness, like, It's Only Me by him released, like, back in October, and I remember listening to it in, I think, January, and I can't even remember how it sounds. Is how boring that is. Like, I don't even remember how it sounds, let alone anything from the record. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. No, do you remember how it sounds? If you do, tell me why you like the record. But like, none of it sounds like completed, you know? None of it sounds like well thought out or well executed. And even if you wanted to make the argument of, oh, he's trying to just make fun trap music, even then, like, it's not even that, like, addicting or entertaining to listen to. It's really just, I guess this is the best way I can describe it. It's fast food. It's fast food music. Music that you're only meant to listen to once and never again. Like, that's how I would describe a lot of these rappers in like this modern generation. A lot of these rappers are making like very fast food music, like music that you listen to once, you think, oh, that's pretty neat, and then never touch again. I think a good example of that is I guess like one of Lil Baby's like collaborators, Lil Durk, who made It's Almost Healed this year, and I think that record is very forgettable, and All My Life is a great song. I will stand by that, but it's fast food music, you know? Like, it's not music that I want to continue going back to more than it is just like, oh, that's me, and then move on with whatever I got in my day. For example, like, the only track I go back to is on Durk's record is All My Life, and maybe if I feel like it, maybe Cross the Globe, just maybe. But it just doesn't feel like anything he's making feels like genuine, like out of genuine love for the music, more of just like, oh, I gotta make this because it's my job. And I'm not doubting these rappers love their job. Like, I feel like making music, I'm doing what you you always wanted to do when you're younger, is something that many people would kill for. Like, but like, here's the thing: a lot of these rappers just don't. It just seems like so little effort is being put into their records, you know? Like, so little effort is just put into this, and it just doesn't hit quite the same, you know? I wanted to talk on this mainly because, like, it's something that I've been feeling for a while, and this kind of just, like, bringing up that conversation is very interesting, but, I don't think it's the sense of Lil Baby's falling off, more it's just, like, he's getting to that point where people are caring way less. Like, if you check back in, like, 2019, 2020, Lil Baby was everywhere, dude. He was big. And honestly, if COVID wasn't... Even with COVID, man, like... I was gonna say, like... Well, honestly, with COVID, he probably would have been bigger. But no, even with COVID, he was, like... doing crazy numbers, man. Like, My Turn did incredibly well. Like, I want to quickly see, how much did My Turn did compared to It's Only Me? It's Only Me actually outsold My Turn, which is insane to me. Like, that's very interesting to me. Alright, so, just for sake of comparison, and to my shock, My Turn ended up doing less than It's Only Me, with My Turn selling over 197,000 units, while It's Only Me did over 212 units, which is insane, and that's telling that his popularity isn't going nowhere. But I think it does show something, as like, I think like not only these ticket sales show something, but like just like his recent output, because it shows that I feel like he cares. He's starting to care less on making a genuinely great album, and more of just like, okay, how much streams can I get out of this? Because like, one of the things that not only he does, but like a lot of modern rappers does, like I would even say like Juice WRLD did this. A lot of these rappers are not even writing their own lyrics down, like, and they use that as like a brag, like, oh, I'm not even writing my own lyrics down, that I'm just that good. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm not even writing my own lyrics down. I'm just that good. And like, if you listen to it, yeah, it definitely sounds like that, buddy. It definitely sounds like, because like, just because you're not writing your own lyrics down doesn't automatically make you a good rapper. Like, for example, Jay-Z, at this point in his career, he doesn't write his own lyrics down, but he only doesn't write his own lyrics down because he's gotten so good at rapping. He just goes in the studios and just makes a song. And like, there are some people who can do that. Like, I think Juice did it well. But even the counter argument that I would even say Juice had a lot of like fast food rap songs. Like, Death Race for Love had like a lot of songs that definitely felt like throwaways. Like, it felt like it didn't need to be on the project. And as a result, the project ended up feeling like very bloated. Like that album was like 22 tracks long, which like, damn. But like, how many of those tracks actually need to be there? Like, looking at the track list now, I would say probably Big doesn't need to be there. Who Shot the Cupid, Desire, Your Rider, 10 Feet. There's like a bunch of songs on that record that just felt like it didn't need to be there, you know? I still think it's a fine record. I still think it's a fun record. But I feel like it would have been better if it was just cut by 5 to 8 tracks, you know? And like, there's so many rappers doing this now, where they're just going in the studio and just freestyle rather than just writing down their raps and just really thinking about what they want to make, what they want to do. Like, thinking of like they don't think of like a concept. They don't think of like a concept, write it, record it, see the takes and see what's better. They just go into studios and just rap. And that can be impressive. Like, we've seen like some of the best songs we've seen from our modern era have been freestyled. But I feel like that's having a negative effect on the game, because now we're having a lot of these rappers just making songs that just doesn't feel genuine, that doesn't feel, I guess, like, as good as it should be, you know? It's just something to think about, you know? Because, like, maybe this is just me talking because I'm not that huge on the new rap generation. And maybe I'll go into it in a little more detail one day, because I do eventually want to go into it a little more. But for now, let's just leave the conversation as this. I just don't think there's many I just don't think there's many rappers trying as much as they should be, trying as much as I wish they would. And it just feels less like rappers want to try to make something that's long-staying and has longevity to it, and more just want to make songs that will get popular on TikTok or will get multiple streams, but no one will remember in a week. The last little... Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. But the last Lil Baby song, I remember, having an effect on me, or kind of just, sticking with me, was, let me try to look for it right now. I don't remember what it's called. The Bigger Picture, I think it's called. That's the last, solo Baby song that's really hit me, and that's, back in 2020. And since then, he's just released, a lot of songs that just aren't that good. Go listen to Detox, for example. Detox sounds like it was made by someone who just started rapping. And while we're at it, Hey, go listen to Hey, or... Yeah, that's it. But go listen to those two songs. Both of those songs just sound so... average. They don't sound like they're made by rappers who genuinely want to make great music, more than it sounds like all right, let me just get this out of the way. Let me just get this rap out of the way. And again, I don't think we're gonna ever see Baby fell off, at least for now. But I don't think it's too far off to assume that Lil Baby is, at the very least, taking advantage of his clout and, he's pushing more quantity over quality. Because, he's in a very fortunate spot where he can take more time with his music to really, refine it and make it incredible. But I don't think he's gonna do that, I would love to be wrong one day, I would love to be wrong. But I just don't think I will. I think I have a strange feeling that this is gonna age well, but I'm not happy about it. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. Yeah, that's really it. Let's talk about this Doja Cat situation. How about that? Again, this is a very rap oriented. This is very rap oriented podcast. Because there's just been so much rap topics. Yeah, Doja Cat's been beefing with her fans down on everything that's going on with the Doja Cat situation, because there's just way too much to unpack in one sitting. If I go on each point and just talk about that, we'll be here forever. So let's just go through all of it, and I'll give you my genuine thoughts on it. So essentially, Doja Cat fans were calling out Doja Cat for dating someone who's basically a known sex offender. That's all I'll say on that. And they were essentially just worried about her, hey, maybe don't date a sex offender, because if you date the multiple women, he's probably gonna do it to you. Doja Cat responded saying that she basically could date whoever she wants, to start blocking people for it, but then just got a lot harsher between her fans, saying that she straight up doesn't love her fans. The nickname that she gave to her fans, she basically denounced, and so much more. She's just been on a one-way trip to basically ruining her reputation. Good. And as for what I think of the situation, I think both sides have a little bit something to say. Also, I will say this: There's one other thing I forgot to mention. So there's this thread that I want to read real quick. Saying, my life, my rules, said Doja Cat, and then Doja Cat Iran, which is a fan, is, I want to hear you say, I do love you guys, as you usually say to your fans. I don't. Doja Cat responded with, I don't, cause I don't even know y'all. And then you pull up a tweet from, like, I want to see what this was. It was like a couple. This is like a couple days before the entire situation. Can't wait to go on tour. I love you guys. Feeling blessed. And then literally 3 days later, you're just doing this. So let's go ahead and get what old Delvin thinks. And honestly, I think both sides are being a bit ridiculous. Like, fans were letting her know, like, hey, don't date that person because I don't like him, in the exact way you're probably thinking. And to me at the very least, I don't, regardless of who the person is, I don't think anyone should have a saying on who, like, your fans should have a say on who you end up dating. Like, I mean, yeah, let Doja Cat know that person's not a good person and just a garbage human being. But also, like, you don't have a say on who she dates, you know? However, there's a huge however. Don't disrespect your fans like this. Like, don't go off on all your fans about it when they're just asking, like, hey, why the hell you're dating this person? Excuse me. Why the hell you're dating this person? And you're just, like going off saying that you don't appreciate and love your fans. Because, like, I think, like, talking, like, going back to, like, the conversation I have with, like, Lil Baby. She's at a very fortunate spot right now where she basically can do anything. She can basically do anything she wanted to do and become successful in it. And a huge part of that success was the fact that, well, your fans were so supportive of you. Your fans were so, like, supportive of what you make. They really love what you make, and you had a strong fan base out of it. Don't go and destroy that, you know? Like, I'm not saying the fans are the only people who I'm not saying, like, they're the only reason why you came up in the first place, because that's ridiculous, because, like, I feel like that's disregarding, like, all the work Doja Cat put in to get to the place she is now. But appreciate your fans, man. Like, appreciate, because, like, they're the people who are listening to your music. And I say people very strongly, because, like, there's so many, like, artists who don't really see their fans as fans, or, like, as people. And I think Doja Cat is one of those artists. Mainly because, like, she's just going off on these people like she has any control of them, and I get it. Like, the fans were, like, being, I get it. You don't want people to, like, have a say on what you do with your life. I get that. But also, like, she lost a lot of fans from this. Like, I don't think it's gonna do anything in terms of, like, her sales, because, like, she's gonna do insane no matter what. She's gonna probably make a number one no matter what. But, like, if you just look at, like, how much Instagram followers she lost, like, I think it was on, like, the 100,000s. Probably more. And, like, yeah, to someone like Doja Cat who has, like, millions and millions of fans, that's like nothing. But, like, that's like 100,000 people, dude. 100,000 people who just, like, nah, I don't mess with what you're doing here. unfollow. And not only that, there's like tons of like fan accounts who are just deactivating simply because they don't want to support this kind of behavior. And that's fair because like the way she's acting, like just going off on her fans, like it's just kind of immature, you know? Especially since some of the stuff that they're saying, you said to them. Like the fans are like, oh, I thought you loved us. And you're like, no, I don't. No, because I don't even know ya. Even though 3 days ago, you said something completely different. Yeah. And you even have, like, people, like, call themselves kins because, like, that's the name that you wanted. That's the name that you wanted your fans to call you. That you wanted your fans to call themselves, and even you want them to choose the name. Like, there's little post about that you can go find. And then you say, my fans don't call their name... Oh, my bad. My fans don't name themselves shit. If you call yourself a kin, or... if you call yourself a kin, or kins, that means that you need to get off the phone and get a job and help up your parents with the house. Which is like, really? That's like really ironic to say. Especially with like what you're doing. It's just like, it's ridiculous, man. Like how much does that fame get to your head is what I'm asking. Like, how much does that fame get to you where you're treating your fans like this? And, like, I'm not saying be Taylor Swift levels of nice to your fans. Like, don't just be like, hey, how you doing? Come to my house. I bake you cookies. Please, give me a hug. Like, if you want to be like that, sure, but, like, show them some respect, man. Like, these are the people who help you get to the spot you are. And, like, here's the craziest take of all. It's like Doja Cat doesn't see her fans like actual people. Because she probably doesn't. And this isn't me being like, oh, we gotta cancel Doja Cat. No, it's just me, like, just simply calling her out on being, like, a jerk to her fans, essentially. Like, this is just such a immature way of treating the people who helped you get to the spot you are now. So maybe show them a little more respect. And if you don't want people to like say who you should and shouldn't date, then what I probably do in their situation, which is hard to say because I'm not in her situation, but what I probably do, and which I think she should have done, was simply say, it's my life, I will date whoever I want. I appreciate the concerns, but I date whoever I want. Or, just simply don't respond. Like, I feel like people, this is just me, but I feel like so many people would care less if she ended up just saying nothing. But she said something, and now she's down like a good 300,000 followers. But that's how I feel. That's just essentially how I feel on this. Like, end of the story. Just show your fans respect, man. Like, these are the people who helped you get to the spot that you are now. At the very least, show the same respect that they would probably show you. Because, again, this will not... If this has any effect on Doja Cat's, like, entire career, it would probably not be much. If I'm being honest, it'll probably just be, like, some people just won't support her, like, and some fan accounts will be gone. Which, I don't think she would care at all. But it just brings up the question, like, should it really affect her? And to me, I think I don't know. I honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know what would be the answer to that. Because, like, I don't think like she should be punished for just essentially letting the fame get to her head. But at the same time, don't treat your fans like complete garbage, you know? What am I saying? What am I saying? Like, yeah, she should be punished, you know? But just not... I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just talking... Maybe I just don't know what I mean. Maybe I just don't know what I mean. Maybe I'm just talking on my butt. But yeah, yeah, I just wanted to talk on that situation because I just think it's so like it's weird. It's like a very weird situation where I don't think anyone is in the right, but I especially don't think Doja Cat's in the right. You know. Yeah. Let's get to our final topic for today. I want to talk on. These are like topics that like were last month, but it's something that I want to talk about, and I don't want to talk on X. I don't want to talk on Twitter anymore. I was originally going to talk about the whole thing with Twitter becoming X, but I feel like people have already talked to death about that. And not only that, what am I going to do? Just be, ha ha, ha ha, look at Elon. Stupid. Like, I don't want to talk about that, you know? No, and I've already talked enough on Twitter. I just don't want to talk about this stupid app anymore. But I want to more interestingly talk about the fact that, aliens just casually got, like, revealed. Like, aliens were just, like, they just casually, like, were like, oh yeah, aliens exist. And that is insane to me. Like, the government just casually, like, confirmed the existence of, like, aliens, and no one cared. Like, no one cared. Which is insane. Like, my dad even told my sibling about this, and they didn't even care. Like, he didn't even care. Like, what's the point of all this research if no one's even gonna care? And look, I could talk about, like, how huge of an effect this is. I could very much talk about the fact how this may be a danger to our society, and society may be doomed after this. But it's more fun just to talk. It's more fun just to talk about, like, the idea of, like, what could happen, like, the goofy part of it, you know, like, will aliens become a part of our society, you know? So let's give the rundown of what essentially happened. So, I got this article here. Crap, like, I'm trying to find the article. Thanks the hell. Give me a second. Alright, so, here's essentially what happened. The Alien probe was launched after David Grunch of the United States Air Force veteran who previously worked at the National Renaissance Office told News Nation the following in an article on the same subject in the debrief that the government have retrieved several non-human origin non-human origin technical vehicles, some of which contain dead pilots. At the committee, Grunch told Congress under oath that the U.S. government, is operating with like I said, these podcasts are literally just me pronouncing things. Secrecy. There we go. Above congressional oversight over unidentified aerial phenomena. So this is a quote from Navy pilot Ryan Grave. If everyone could see the sensor and video data I witnessed, our national conversion would change. All right, so yeah, that's essentially the whole gist of everything. There's much more to talk about, but to basically give my thoughts on this whole alien thing, I am very welcome to aliens coming to our planet. I'm very welcoming, you know. I think we gotta know what alien they are, you know, like, are they the freakish life aliens that we see in, like, the Alien movie, you know? Or are they, like, they just look like different colored human beings, like something like in, like, Guardians of the Galaxy. Or, like, technically, when you think about it, humans are technically aliens. Because, like, we go up to space and come back all the time. You never know. And I kind of just wonder, like, how long has the government had these aliens? And I just wonder, like, I'm just so curious on how they look, you know? Oh, guys, real quick, do you remember, like, that whole Area 51 raid that some people were joking about doing? Where they were gonna Naruto storm to Area 51. They were gonna Naruto storm into Area 51. Well, if they succeeded, we could have known this sooner. You failed us in September. And now you're the second worst thing that happened in a September. Congratulations. And the first one is obviously the Shaq album not dropping. Obviously. But, yeah, it's just crazy to me that, like, they just casually announced, like, the existence of aliens. I'm just like morbidly curious on, like, what they look like, you know, like, what could aliens look like? Would they just look like normal everyday human beings? Or could they be like these ugly, disgusting creatures, you know? Either way, like, what could happen with this? Like, what could happen with, like, the knowing existence of aliens? Like, do these aliens know what to do? Do they have their own, like, obviously they have their own language, but how far are they in technology compared to how we are right now? Like, I'm recording on a computer. Who knows? Maybe they can just make a podcast. Maybe they could just make a podcast just by thinking. Like, what would an alien podcast be like? Would they just be like talking about, like, yo, the sun on Mars is extra red today. Yeah. Yo, I think what's a known alien thing? I think the sun that we have on our planet is too bright. They probably have, like, their own culture and stuff like that. I wonder how, like, aliens would think about, like, what we've created. Like, you know, like, do you think they just landed in Miami and just be like, ha! These are what these idiots have made. Yeah, we got them in the bag. And more importantly, like, I want to know, like, what would they think about, like, how we see aliens? Like, again, bringing back up, like, aliens, the aliens movies, where we're basically shooting them, and the Guardians movies, and Star Wars, and, like, just, like, a bunch of, like, alien based media, do you think they'll get offended? Do we have to stop making those type of media in order to avoid the aliens from being offended? And then we're gonna get posts from old white dudes that are just gonna be like, these aliens are pushing. They just came down just to push their agenda onto us. Now we can't even enjoy Star Wars anymore without these aliens pushing their agenda. And there's gonna be alien protest. This is what my mind has gone to. Just but no, really interesting to think of, because there's so much that the aliens could do. There's so much that the aliens could do to us, but just chose not to yet. Or, who knows, maybe the aliens don't even have a brain, or who knows, maybe this is all just a hoax to distract us from the actual reality of it. I don't know. I'm just some guy with a mic and with a core hydration water bottle. All of this is just as crazy as it is to you. So I'm not going to pretend like I know everything. But I think it's just very interesting to think, what could life be with an alien? Who knows? Maybe my best friend has been alien this entire time. Maybe your mother has been alien this entire time, and that's the twist of your show. And you're like, what? My mom's an alien? And she's like, yes, I'm an alien. We have to go back to our planet. Just replace mom with dad, and I just basically made invincible. Besides that, it's just it's very interesting that this got confirmed, and it's even more interesting that no one cares. I bet a mothership could land right behind me right now, and legit no one would care. No one on the internet cares. Oh, what, aliens exist now? So, I don't think it's what's going on the internet right now? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's going on the internet. I don't think it's Gear 5 Luffy, so, I don't think so. I don't think it's the new Fortnite update. I don't think it's the new Apex update. I don't think it's whatever the hell people are playing nowadays. I don't care. Come back with a copy of Spider-Man 2 and maybe we'll talk. But yeah, just insane. This is just, crazy to think about, you know? But yeah, that's really it for what I wanted to talk about. Last episode, I talked about wanting to push this podcast into a different direction, and more importantly, trying to get this podcast on our platforms. I am gonna work on that. I'm gonna do that. I just need to think a little bit more on what platforms I want to put it and how I want to get them onto the platforms. But the podcast will eventually come to other platforms. Thinking a little more on it. Thinking a little more on the podcast. I want to continue doing this. You know, I want to keep doing this weekly. And I will continue doing this weekly because I want to continue making content, and I want to come out with my own videos, and I want to come out with my own projects that I want to work on, and just to entertain people. And I think I really needed those 2 weeks to really reflect on what I wanted to do with the podcast, and really think about what I wanted to become on the podcast. Drop the stupid bottle cap. I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who's been supporting me throughout this podcast. I really appreciate it. I got no vet thread to read through today. Probably next week. Next week Friday, hopefully. I'm recording this on a Wednesday, and I think I said in the last episode that I wanted to start doing podcasts on like either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not too sure. I gotta look back on the recording because I haven't uploaded that episode yet. But at the time of this recording, but it will be up by the time I'm done with this. So yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be the last episode I'll talk about this. Next episode is just gonna be a completely normal podcast. But I just wanted to say, thank you for everyone just supporting me, and I'm gonna try to do better. The more I get through the podcast, the more I get through, the more episodes I get through. You know, we're about to reach 10 episodes. This is episode 7. We're about to reach episode 10. And you know what? Doing this for 10 episodes, I don't think most podcasts even get off that ground. So you know what? That's worth celebrating, right? But yeah, I do want to start doing more projects, and I do want to start doing more stuff. So yeah, look out. All I'm gonna say is just look out for any projects I'm making, because you never know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the podcast. Oh yeah, we gotta do our little recommendations. So for recommendations today, I'm going to give you Utopia. Obviously, I already explained at the beginning of the podcast why I'm recommending you that. So go play Utopia. No, well, technically you're playing the album. The game recommendation I'm going to give you is Pikmin 4. I've been playing it since it's dropped. I am about 10 hours in, and yep. I love the album. I adore it. Oh my god. That album. Man. This is why I took a break. To get better at podcasting, not to get worse. Alright, but all seriousness, go play Pikmin 4. So good. It's so good. There's a reason why people have been going insane for this game, and it's not just because of OG and how adorable he is. I really got nothing much more to say. Again, thank you for listening to the podcast. You all listening means the world. And I'll see you all next time I make a podcast. All right. I'm out. Bye.